I'm Walter Boyle with Cytel. I am part of our Axio group, which is a specialty DMC service provider. Cytel is a specialty CRO focusing on data and analytics services across the life sciences spectrum. We go from the very early non-clinical development side, helping with market access, through toxicology, pharmacometrics, and all kinds of early stage consulting, through biometric service delivery, trial design and analysis, and ultimately past regulation through submission into real-world evidence, health economics, and outcomes research. Axio is a specialty group inside of Cytel focusing on data monitoring committees. Data monitoring committees, often referred to as DMCs, are very important to the clinical development process as they provide a necessary safety net for patients' health and safety. Over the course of a trial, they are responsible for analyzing a cumulative safety data asset to understand the way the trial is progressing and ensuring that the trial remains safe to be conducted as it has been planned, so that patients who are risking their lives oftentimes to help us bring new medicine are doing so in the safest possible way. It's important to use a specialty provider to support your DMC because of the unique challenges presented to the DMC as they serve their purpose. While a lot of what they do looks very similar to other aspects of clinical development, the way that the DMC processes the data, understands the actions they need to take, and how it relates to patient safety can be very, very different. Having a specialty provider with the experience to know how to support the DMC, maintain the critical elements of patient safety, trial independence, and ultimately the need to support the best possible decision-making requires the experience that only a specialty provider can provide you. Simple things, such as even communications back into the sponsor, can present a great risk if they're not handled in just the right way. Without the experience that specialty provides you, you are opening yourselves to the possibility of making the wrong decision or conducting your trial in a way that ultimately creates bias or invalidates the results. Support for the DMC begins well before the first patient ever enters a clinic. It's important that the sponsor work with the DMC members and their vendor partners to ensure that the charter is drafted, ready, and reviewed by the DMC, that the analyses are planned, the responsibilities are well known, and the meeting conduct is ready to begin. It's important that the DMC is able to begin its analysis, protecting the patients as soon as possible. While these activities don't take but a few weeks, they need to be done before that patient walks into the door to ensure the vital safety net is prepared. Beyond that, it's important to make sure you understand your enrollment and when you expect DMC meetings to occur, so that your data, your vendors, your partners, and the DMC members themselves are ready when it's time to have the first meeting. The DMC is an often overlooked and certainly underrated aspect of clinical development. The ratio of value to cost for the DMC is as high or higher than any other aspect of clinical development. Even a small investment in your DMC provides great return in how it protects your patients and ultimately your clinical development program. It's important not to think of the DMC in terms of the actual cost of delivery, but the value it brings and the cost it could incur if it's delivered poorly. A DMC that delivers the wrong recommendation, that doesn't understand the data, or ultimately doesn't protect the patient can risk clinical development, risk patient lives, and ultimately have a cost to you far greater than the simple cost it takes to deliver the product itself.